So the bandits that kidnapped the 45 school children in Oyo State alongside 7 teachers and beheaded one of the teachers have given their terms of release. They've given their demands, what they need before they are going to release those children and their teachers. And this is their demand. As seen on online doc, reported demands made by the terrorists who kidnapped children and teachers in Oyo State. Number 1 billion naira to be paid into an account in Benin Republic, Cotonou. Number 2, release of terrorists currently held in Agodi and Agbolongo prisons. So the terrorists that are currently held in prison, they are demanding for their release. Number 3, 2 Hilux vehicles. And then number 4, amendments of Oyo State laws to enforce and introduce Sharia law. So we'll quickly look at Sharia law. What is Sharia law? Sharia law is the body of religious principle derived from Islam. It is based primarily on 1, the Quran, Islam holy book; 2, the Sunnah, teaching and practice of Prophet Muhammad; 3, scholarly interpretation and legal reasoning developed over centuries. Sharia covers a wide range of topics including worship and religious practices, family matters, marriage, divorce, inheritance, business and financial ethics, personal conduct and morality, criminal law in some interpretation and jurisdiction. So they want, their demand is that 1 billion naira must be paid, 2 Hilux vehicles, and that the Oyo State government will release the terrorists that are in prison in Oyo State. And then lastly, they must enforce the Sharia law in Oyo State. You see, this will go further to strengthen what have been on the lips of a lot of people, that there's an agenda to Islamize Nigeria. This demand from these terrorists, especially the part of the Sharia law, to go further to strengthen what has been on a lot of people's lips, that there's an agenda, that all these terrorists, all this banditry, all this herdsmen attack, that there's an agenda, that all of this is being done in Nigeria because they want to chase the Christian away and they want to Islamize Nigeria by force. A lot of people believe that they want to carry on with the fight of Usman Dan Fodio. The fight that Usman Dan Fodio could not finish because Usman Dan Fodio moved to Islamize Nigeria, but it could not conquer the whole Nigeria. So they believe that that vision of Usman Dan Fodio have been passed to his descendants and they want to see it to finish. Well, the truth is, it's looking like it, but there's a problem. Now, do I believe that there's an agenda to Islamize Nigeria? Maybe. Why do I say maybe? Even if there's an agenda to Islamize Nigeria, 80%, this is from my own understanding, right? You can have your own opinion. Even if there's an agenda to Islamize Nigeria, 80% of the Muslim in Nigeria will not be part of this doctrine of these terrorists that have the agenda. Do you know why I say that? A lot of people, a lot of Muslims, 80%. Let's start with the Yoruba Muslims. The Yoruba Muslims are not seen as Muslims to some other Muslims. They don't believe that the Yoruba Muslims practice the real Islam. So therefore, that is why there's a Yoruba mosque. Now, I have Muslim friends. We have been in a place where they need to go and pray. And then the only mosque that is close by is a Yoruba mosque. They will not enter the Yoruba mosque to pray. I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen. So there's a division first in that part of Islam. Then Islam again still gets different groups. They get the Izalas, they get some other two like that. Do you understand? So those people believe again they're different. Now, it will interest you people to know that if these Boko Haram people, if they carry Muslim, let's say on the road, they kidnap a Muslim and they kidnap a Christian, The chances of the Christian surviving is larger than the Muslim. The chances of the Muslim that they kidnap surviving is very slim. Because immediately they go further to interrogate him and they find out that that person does not practice the kind of Islam that they want. Immediately they drop him down. The Christian have more chance. Like I said, this is based on my own little investigation. You feel do your own. No go talk say very dark man talk say no. This one I want all of us to get knowledge of it. I would want Nigerians to go further and do research. That being said, do you know that this Boko Haram and this terrorists so like this? Do you know that they've claimed more Muslim lives than Christians actually? More of the Muslim lives than the Christians. But a lot of you don't know that. You see, that's Kwara State that they are terrorizing, that people are running away from. That community for Kwara where people they run, all these places they attack. Kwara State, na Muslim state. Yoruba Muslim na ifu there. Do you understand? Yoruba Muslim na ifu there. Yes, they go attack CAC church, but go and do more investigation. The people who don't suffer and pass, now the Muslims. Do your investigation, please. I'm not saying they are not killing Christians. They are. I'm going somewhere, you now understand. Borno states that have been terrorized till tomorrow, they've not gotten solution. Muslim states. Katsina, Muslim state. Zamfara, Muslim state. Go and do your research. It has claimed the lives of more Muslims in Nigeria than Christians. In Jos, now Christians they collect pass. Steady. In Benue, Christians. Steady, especially Jos and Benue. Christians more. In Kogi, most of them are Muslims. You see? What am I trying to say first? Everybody is going down. Nigerians are dying. That one, Mona first know. So even this agenda that they have in their Islamization of Nigeria, to my own understanding, I might be wrong. Even in their own agenda to fulfill whatever thing that they want to fulfill, a lot of Muslims are going down. There was a video in Kwara State where they sat them down and they were teaching them Islam, their own Islam. Go and do your research. They carried Muslims and were teaching Muslims Islam. Don't get it twisted. The agenda is clear. Islamization is clear. But what type of Islamization are we talking about? Now where wahala dey? So it's a very, very complicated thing. But what are the government doing about it? Because every day these people are gaining strength. Every day they are gaining strength. Every day. Every day they are gaining strength. The problem big gone. Me and they do my own little research every time. The first time, oh, they want to Islamize Nigeria. They are burning churches. But these people, they go kill. They buy their brothers too now. And now, the Muslims said they go down now. Okay. It's deep. Islam. Is Allah. What's the name of the other? Sunni? Forgotten. You remember Zazagi? one of the problems they had with him was that the kind of Islam he's practicing is totally different from their own. The Shiites. See, they said the whole thing about Nigeria, religion don't do us. It's a very complicated thing, but it's very easy to tackle. If the government know what they are doing, it's very, very easy to tackle. Very easy to tackle. Now, I don't know what the Oyo State government will do. That's number one. Number two now. Could it be that these people are making these demands also to further put fire on this agenda or this narrative that have been going on? Because if you look one side, you go see they look another side. And what do they mean by sending 1 billion naira to Benin Republic? Is that where they clean their money? Is the Benin Republic government part of this whole thing? Do you know what it means to be confident that you send money to another state, another country's government, then you go and retrieve it? That's another thing entirely. 1 billion naira? Then 2 hillocks. The federal government allow it. That's the thing. They grew so much strength because the federal government failed. Because President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government failed. Because APC failed. Because the whole politicians failed, including PDP, APC, NDC, ADC, all of them are all cut from the same cloth. They know the genesis of this problem. They all know the people that are involved in this problem. We are just the pawns in their games. You, me, the people they kidnap, the people they grape, the children they take, we are all victims in the game that these politicians are playing. All of them are cut from the same cloth. Ultimately, what I'm going to say is simple. We are all victims. Christians, Muslims, traditionalists. We are all victims of the book of a white man. Of the book of religion. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we want our children back. If you had stopped them earlier, maybe we'll not get here today. Seyi Makinde, we want those children back. We want the teachers back. That's all we know. That's all we know. We have been paying you tax for security. You take tax for security. So you are supposed to protect our lives. You take billions of naira for security every month. Seyi Makinde, you take billions of naira for security. The federal government generates a lot of revenue in Nigeria from oil, from a lot of things. You should protect our lives. You have failed to do that. So you clear the mess that you could not stop. So please bring back our children. Please bring back those children. Bring back our mothers and our fathers that are in the bush. The teachers that are in the bush. And stop terrorism, stop kidnapping in Nigeria. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you have failed. You have failed. At least try. Try to make, if you, at least, when you campaign, if at all, you for just look for the best ways. Release all these people. Then make it be said nobody hear about insecurity again for the next 6 months. At least people say, even the more people won't still vote you. The people where we say, okay, they will still turn blind eye. I don't like to call people Momo. The people who want to call people turn blind eye to say, okay, you on the economy level, you don't fail us, and every other level you have failed, your incompetence is there. They can still at least have a justifiable reason why they turn blind eyes. If you can bring those children back and stop insecurity for the next few months before the presidential election, at least that will score you a point.